on, I believe, part 6 with things that they won't say. But it's just really a lot of these social issues and things of this nature be the things that I put out there for free. But make no mistakes about it, I have none against people that really want to get paid off of their teaching and off of their learning. People out here making a living. People ain't trying to be broke. Because if you step up and you want to be that hero that say, okay, you gonna do it and do it for the free and do it just to feed the people and not get no money, well, you still got to put limits on that. Because how do you pay your bills? How is it that you pay your bills? How is it that you feed for yours or fend for yours? You understand what I'm saying? How is it that you build anything? What, you gonna live a life of leaning on someone else so that everybody else can live good? Just think about it for a second. Okay, you agree to it, and now they tell you, well, you'll never have to worry about having nothing to eat or where you lay your head. But what is that? I mean, how did you live as a man and or a woman that's getting out here doing the work of the people or for the people? And when they say of the people, it's like the people need to be put back in their place. See, they took that and got a little bit too cocky and arrogant when people take them terms of, for instance, Minister Farrakhan, right? He could say he a servant of the people. That don't mean he gonna come clean your goddamn toilet. That don't mean that he's supposed to not have none just because he's doing the work of God in his way of helping out the people. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, that don't mean that. And see, that's where people get it mixed up. And I only use this name because he's a well-renowned name, but not just to, try to put no type of shade or light up on him, just in case if he felt that type of way. But I only use his name or certain figures out here name because even if you want to use Dr. Umar Johnson, you understand what I'm saying? Because he's another well one and he don't really care about, understand people knowing about the work that he do. So things of that nature. How is it that you want these people to step up and be for the community, or any of us, even myself, E.Baker, to stand up and be for the community, but then have no money? You understand what I'm saying? No, of course we want to get paid up off of this. Of course we want to get paid for coming and lecturing. I'm seeing too many guys that constantly want to put up things and constantly want to talk about for free, for the people, for free. Okay, that's cool, but that's to an extent. That's to an extent, dog. That's to an extent, because people needs to get paid. Even when you put up stuff for free up on YouTube, trust me, if you get so many views, then you get paid. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all, come on, man. People have to break this whole cycle of feeling that any and everything that somebody got that you do not have, it puts you in a position to be able to tear them down and take away from them. It does not have to be like that. It really does not have to be like that. Just because somebody else got something that's extremely great, it don't mean that you have to do everything in your power to pull them down because you don't have it. That's BS. It's beyond total bull. You understand what I'm saying? And back to the thing of what I was just saying as well with the women and things of that nature. My whole focus would be doing whatever that I could to help the women and empower them up on that situation. The whole reason that I'd be doing that is because for a long 10, 12 years, our women have went rogue. We got too many women out here that they're into this. That's the only thing that they can do. And then this the thing that I don't like. These are the very shameful women. They use that card of I'm a woman. See, you're not supposed to use that card of a woman if it's not right to use that. For instance, they would do some things to humiliate a man, put a man out there in a bogus way. Then as soon as a man do something back to them or point out certain things about them, now they want to play that shameful card that I'm a woman, to try to now make that man look bad, as if what you did and humiliating that man was okay. Or either want to turn around and play that card of you a man. Who the fuck told you because I'm a man that I have to sit back and allow you to do anything to me, as if I'm not human? Like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? Who told you this? Because it totally ain't true. So that's a whole nother thing that people need to pay attention to. I mean, y'all got to understand it's already that we got to take enough out here. Then every time we turn around, the same women who's supposed to have our backbone and love us. I mean, this is my thing. If you don't know how to communicate, just say that. I need help with communication skills. But you ain't got to do some things and say, well, I was trying to show you I like. How the fuck you trying to show me that you like me by doing some shit? It don't hurt me, but low key what you doing is trying to humiliate me. You know what I mean? That's what you trying to do. You trying to humiliate me. So how the fuck is it that you trying to show me that you can communicate? It's kind of like when we all went through this phase. I even went through it. It's kind of like when you're young and you're a child, you're around that 11, 12, early 13 age, and you don't really know how to communicate. So how you do the play fighting with the girls and the girls do the play fighting with the boy. That's really your way to show that you into, that you like a person. Come on, we grown now. You ain't got to do that shit. You ain't got to do these incognito take shots to try to get the attention. No, open up your motherfucking mouth. Say something. If I want you, I'm going to tell you. I want to sleep with you, I'm going to tell you. If I think that you're gorgeous, I'm going to tell you. The same damn thing. If you want me, say it. Make some type of, you understand what I'm saying? That's the thing about the women from back in the days. They were strong enough that they still knew how to be ladylike, but they knew how to let a guy that, hey, I got my eye on you, I'm into you. I'm letting you know that, you understand, it's interest. And another thing, just to go back and cover the other subject, I want to focus on our man of, come on, y'all, let's quit getting ourselves in these tough situations. And I'm just saying us as far as a whole. You know, guys have to start being wise. You know, you got to pay out for a lot of these traps. There's certain individuals or certain women, not all, but you got them shady women out there that are set for you. You understand? They put you in these situations where they throw their body parts certain ways. When you kick it, they put their ass up a certain way, they hair a certain way. So you go on and make the first advance, you touch, and then she touch you back. Now y'all do what y'all doing. Y'all enjoy yourself. Now a little time later on down the line, for whatever reason, she get upset with you. You don't do something that she won't have you want to. Boom, there she go. Now she got reason to say, yeah, but I still didn't tell you that you can do it. You just made the advance, and I just did it because, you know, I didn't know what you would say if I said no. No, see, that's what I'm saying. Those are shady type of individuals. These are the type of things that if we really want to pick up our community, we need to focus on. If we really want to pick up our community, we need to focus on. Quit with all that shit. That's why I keep it in the straight. You want me, you like me, say it. You understand what I'm saying? You never know. Just because I ain't looking your way don't mean that I wouldn't be interested. I'm just not so happy looking that way right now. Say it. Shit, you say it, or either you let me know that it's there, you be surprised. Something get the spark. And these type of issues that if we break down a lot of this, y'all will be surprised that we gain more respect for each other within the community. So therefore, anything that anyone else outside of the community, anything that they try to do to us, it hold no weight because now we are locked tight. The reason why the things that the world doing to us, it holds weight, and they have the ability to try to tear us down as a black community, I'm going to tell you why. Because we already ain't got that trust. We already ain't got that you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you type of attitude. So the fact that the attitude is not there, and the fact that we got all these other things that divide us within the community, guess what? Everything else that they doing, they able to get in. But if we quit doing all that, we put some mortar and we seal up all these cracks, silicone, air look crack, guess what? We done gain more respect for each other. We knowing I ain't gonna do that because, for instance, if a woman thinking like that situation, what I just said, say, nah, I ain't gonna do that because that really tear up a brother. You know, that tears down a brother. So now I'm not going to be the type to do nothing like that because that tears down a brother. Well, guess what? That's building trust within the community. So now that same brother, when he's seeing a woman that's going, because now the community's so locked tight that when he see a woman going through something, it ain't even got to be his. He willing to stand up and say, nah, Joe, because, hey, I could tell that sister part of this community up over here. Hey, yo, look, we don't rock like that towards with ours. That ain't what we doing. And that's as a whole. That ain't saying no, oh, if you a Christian, I'm going to help you. Oh, if you a Muslim, I'm going to help you. Oh, you a Baptist, I'm going to help you. Oh, what are you? Oh, okay, you into the comedic field, I'm going to help you. Like, come on, stop it with this shit. Stop it with this. If you for the field, you for the field. Because y'all steady saying there's a war. What y'all think when America go to war, the Marines is separate from the Air Force, and the Air Force is separate from the Navy. The Navy is separate from the National Guard. No. Motherfucker, when America go to war, America go to war. If the Marines got to come in and aid and assist, the Navy SEALs or vice versa, they come in and aid and assist them. What the hell are you talking about? When it all comes down to it, you a team, you ride. So why is it going to be now, oh, if I'm not a Muslim, all of a sudden when I walk in the store, I'm not going to get the same treatment unless if I nod and say, yeah, or you know I'm a Muslim, brother. Oh, if I'm not a Christian and I walk over here, and you see a beautiful woman, you understand what I'm saying? And she's a Muslim sister because she got her hijab or hijab, some people want to call it, because she got it on. All of a sudden now you guys or all of the women gonna look at her like she's crazy or like she's an outsider. Like, come on, that shit is crazy. And y'all wonder how come we can't get nothing together out here. If you part of the religious community, then it should be only one fight that you fight, and that's the good fight. So the fact that you part of the religious community, guess what? It shouldn't matter if I'm a Muslim. It shouldn't matter if I'm in the comedic field. It shouldn't matter if I'm a Christian. It shouldn't matter if I'm in Buddhism. It shouldn't matter whatever it is that I study. We part of that good fight. It should not matter. Guess what? Your spirit, right? You part of this good fight. You good. So come on. I mean, listen to how it sounds. Like a whole lot of this stuff that's going on out here, it absolutely makes no sense. It makes no sense. I sit back and I pay attention to people. I know what information to put out there, what information not to put out there. Okay? I say, okay, well, it's cool. Some information that I hold, it ain't ready for the world. It's not ready for the world. Now, it's ready for certain people amongst these religious communities. But then even I sit back and I say, okay, well, before you speak certain blessings into certain people's life, and you allow certain information to unfold to the world, look at how they treat you. These the same people that gather within a religious community to say, yo, I told y'all once, it's not happened like that. That it means that it ain't happened like that with that man. That's E.Baker. We all know exactly who this man is. We know that he back home. We know that he is wide and awoke. We understand that this man is aware things should be open. Why is it that I'm still going through the fight? And I be like how I say, I love to put myself out there just to say, so I ain't pointing at nobody else. Why is it that I'm going through the fight to get a good job? If you part of a union team, why is it then everybody trying everything in their mind to block me from a union job? Why would that be? Because see, a union job does what? It leaves you to where the union gonna fight for you. Can't nobody just forcefully or bogusly kick you about your job. It leaves you where that you for sure got a way to provide for yourself. So how is it then that you gonna one minute say, oh, we all for the good fight, but the only way you know we can all be for the good fight is if I'm claiming one of y'all religious side. And then if I ain't claiming one of y'all religious side, or even when I'm claiming one of y'all religious side, y'all still so insecure, although I done been through this 19 years, going on 19 years, the one that can decode the matrix, the one that can speak blessings into people's lives, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Now y'all gonna play these games of trying to lock a person up out of what? Having the right type of income to come in so that a person is forced to have to lean on you. Still seeing that you haven't been able to broke me in 19 years and still haven't got the information in which that you longing for up out of me. Seeing that you're never going to get it up out of me as long as I'm currently still in my current situation of not having. I mean, it's like, it's redundant. That's why now when I speak out like this, you always hear me talk about the injustice, the wars on injustice, instead of just saying the Caucasian. Because I'm looking at a whole lot of my own people like, okay, you black, but low key, I'm at war with you too. Because you doing the same bullshit that this Caucasian white supremacist, or let me correct that, Caucasian supremacist, because it ain't white supremacist. So I'm going to be very clear with that. Because ain't shit about a Caucasian white. Period. Learn what white really means. And this ain't to take shot at nobody, but this to be extremely clear. Because see, I'm going to tell you something. Everybody else walk around, and every race, you got the Chinese people. Oh, they can be proud and be Chinese. Ain't nobody gonna say it. They got their whole community. You got the Asian community. You got the Caucasian got their own community. The Mexican got their own community. The Puerto Ricans even got their own community. Now all of a sudden, when a black man want to stand up and claim what's rightfully his, and I want to rightfully say he a Caucasian, I'm not gonna call him nothing else except a Caucasian. I'm a white man. I'm pure. Knowing really what it means, all of a sudden now I gotta be looked at as, oh, I'm taking a shot. I'm making a racial slur. How is that? How is that? Oh, so what? Then I should say that I feel that it's extremely racial that the majority of billionaires in the world, or the majority of billionaires in America, is of Caucasian descent. Oh man, y'all extremely racial. Why is the majority of the billionaires Caucasian? Now what, y'all look at that like, well, that's just how I feel. Okay, well, it's the same thing. I'm not gonna call you something that you're not. You're not white. You're Caucasian, so I'm gonna call you a Caucasian. But just to keep things going and just to focus on, I'm spinning it in the real. I told you, I'm not letting nobody slide with none of that slick shit. And that's the problem out here with the people. Everybody keeps saying that they for this fight. How the hell is you for this fight? You scared to say something to the blacks. I see you, you did it, you black. I'm telling your ass. I don't want to hear none of that extra shit. You did it. You did it. I don't care what leader that you is. You did it. Period. Same thing for the Caucasian. Same thing for the Chinese. Same thing for the Mexican. Same thing for a Puerto Rican. It don't matter. If I see you, you did it. You did it. That's the problem out here with the doggone community. And then the crazy part is, you got your own. They want the people to stand up, right? But here go the craziest part, though. When your own stand up and you ask them, did y'all donate to certain funds out here? That same person that you want to stand up? Nah, man, you know it was tight. Damn, it was tight, but, you know, you just went double platinum. 2-3 different songs went platinum. You just went platinum over here. Shit, you work a job up over here, make $100,000. You up over here, 50, 60,000. Damn, all y'all can't put $1 together one time a year? All of y'all can't put $1 together one time a year and send it to whoever it is that y'all are supposed to be I mean, it should be almost mandatory, especially for anybody that's out here part of a union. Oh, they fighting a good fight. It should be mandatory on a Sunday that everybody is part of the union on a certain day, $1 is extracted from your pay period. Now you add up all that money in the world, that's more than enough money for that person to live luxury how they supposed to. They're standing up here, going out here, doing all this talking for you as the good fight. Get that money to that person 1 year. I guarantee you they ain't gonna need no more money until that next year come around, and that's enough money for them to live. That put them in that $1 million range. You got 30 million union people, that's $30 million that should be going to that person. Let the government get their taxes off it as they tax everything. Well, actually, it's a donation, so that's nothing to be taxed. Now, you live a good life, and then you also got some of that money now that you can invest in other things and that you can put into other things, and guess what? Now you can keep the fight going on. Y'all crazy, though. Y'all just want a mug just to get up here and just keep doing stuff for free. So what has people supposed to eat? How's people supposed to eat? You're going to lock them out the unions. You're going to put them in positions where they work in these jobs where anytime a person can come in and just say, you gone. So now that forces them back on unemployment. So what good fight are they fighting? What, they fighting to keep you in the union and they're fighting for you to be able to put food on the table for your family? Well, what about the person that's fighting? You don't know I'm flesh and blood just like you? Just like you enjoy coming home to a wife to fuck every night, or just like you enjoy coming home to kid, you don't think the person fighting that fight want to have the same thing? And vice versa on the same thing for the women that's out here doing it. Just like y'all going home to a husband, you don't think that woman that's out here fighting want to come home to a husband and have kids and have happiness? The fucking nerve. But then you want to holler out about the community. You ain't helping the community teaching people that. But now, see, when you got a young brother that's going to step up like me and tell you, I'm 28, be 29 coming up, I'm going to step up and I'm going to be strong and say exactly what my name is. Yeah, I'm E.Baker. Yes, I'm going to spit it conscious, but I'm going to tell it real. I'm going to spit it true. I'm going to give it to you in the raw. I see him doing something, I'm going to say it. When I sit here and do these segments, all the people got to do is go on my channel. You want to request about certain information, go on my channel. Depending on what information it is, I know knowledge, I'll start to do tutorials and put up certain things about it. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be that type of person who my whole tutorial going to be sitting here talking about, and this brother said, and then, man, I went up over here, and dog, look, let me tell you. And then I don't want to hear none of that shit, Joe. Because you ain't doing shit by acting like the same people that got us within this injustice. Period. You know, and another thing, too, I'm so tired of hearing everybody out here in the community like, please, 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 please. The most cowardice thing that I ever seen in my life, the most cowardice thing that I ever seen in my life is that you want somebody else to fold or sit down so that you can capitalize off of their ideas and their creativeness. That's the most chumpish thing that I ever seen in life. I told you. People claim they real and claim they suave until a real motherfucker step in the room and slice the crowd how he's supposed to. See, everybody suave and everybody the man and everybody hip hop and all this and got money until a real motherfucker gets some money and step in that room. Now all of a sudden that suaveness that you hear is to the back line. Because see, I'm going to tell you something about a real woman. Any woman know the truth when she see it. And a real woman, I don't give a damn how long she been dating. If you flawed and the truth step up around her, you gonna know. She gonna tap your ass and tell you might want to pick up some of that. And see, that's the problem. You got too many coward people out here with money. There's so many coward people out here with money, you know what I'm saying, that they just, they add to the cycle of keeping the real ones out the scene of the money. Because see, once the real ones get in the scene of the money, then guess what? You link up with other real ones that's in the scene with money. And guess what? Now you able to shape things. So, you know, I told you, every time I kick it, I'm going to kick it real. That's it. That's all. Y'all have a go.